A university is an institution of higher, or tertiary, education and research, which awards academic degrees in various academic disciplines. Majority student nowadays did not exposed too much about the university profile during studying at school. There are a few objectives that we want to achieve when build this product. The first one is to develop a fun activity that can expose about UKM app to new intake students. Next, to create a game that can highlights about UKM profile to the people around. Then, to introduce about faculty's learning studies for high primary school students. Our project is focusing on UKM's every new intake students of UKM, usually having difficulty to identify the right way around UKM, since this university is big enough to make someone lost direction. We have a solution to this problem. UKM checkerboard game is an automated checkerboard that has the same concept as the classic snake checkerboard game, but the pawns will move by itself depending on the input dice given by players. Snake board consists of several checkpoints on its map, where it will give a punishment or reward to the player, and the player wins the game after reaching 100th steps. So, this snake board game is not a normal snake game that had familiarized with, but the extra changes were made such as the map layout. The layout was changed to UKM map layout, so, in this way players can become familiar with UKM if they enter it in real life. As you can see, this is the base of the checkerboard game with the movement of the magnet along X and Y axis. STM32 is used as it comply with the requirement to build this project, especially for the clock speed of this processor is high, which means it would have more accuracy as this project's involving movement of mechanical and X and Y axis. Stepper motors are used as it can deliver highly accurate movement of X and Y axis in the checkerboard. Next, LCD screen is used to display random number of dice as the input, and to trigger a random question on LCD screen based on which checkpoint faculties reached by player's pawn. For the pawn's movement, electromagnetic is used to attract pawn on the surface of the board to move it. This electromagnet will place under the board. Okay, now, I will guide you on how to play this interesting checkerboard games. Before the games started, the players need to know how the game will be conducted. One of the push buttons will be used as a dice to trigger a random question on LCD screen based on which checkpoint faculties reached by player's pawn. Number 1, the player will push the button and LCD screen will display random number of dice, from 1 to 4 to determine the question. Level hard of question is based on number of dice got. The player needs to answer it by choosing two choices of answer. By push the button to give an instruction to their pawn, either it can move to another point or not. When the pawn is stopped at another checkpoint faculty, the STM32 will give an instruction to LCD screen to automatically trigger another type of questions based on faculty's learning studies. After the player answered the questions, the STM32 will read the questions answered either correct or wrong, and the player's pawn will automatically move forward one step forward, if the answer is correct. But if the answer is wrong, the pawn will stay at its current position. After that, it will become the second player's turn by repeating the same process. A winner of the game is the one that reached at endpoint first, which mean at checkpoint 6. At the end, does this product gives benefit to us? First one. This new concept of checkerboard game is not the same as the classic board game, where an automated system was used where the pawns can move by itself. Number 2. This game also provided some insights and gave knowledge to the players about UKM. This product is not high market value. We are in a process to upgrade our product to go further in the market. 1. Map layout is not only limited to UKM layout, but also it can be expanded for other places. 2. Making the game online, as this can increase the players' interactions with people from other side of the world, and help them communicate.